And he beat him easily, and I congratulated him. And we talked about some things in very strong common, like housing and getting housing built, and food and prices, and the price of oil is coming way down. Anything I do is going to be good.
Look at how much what's his name? Mandani. Look at how much Mandani is just like, God, he's looking at Trump so lovingly.
I know.
What's going on here?
Well, that's what's kind of interesting to me about this conversation is that it really is like the perfect Rorschach test of like the Mandani fans look at it and they're like, oh, Trump loves Mandani. Mandani wowed him. And then the Trump fans look at it and they're like, wow, Mandani really loves Trump. Trump really wowed him. It's kind of like perfect messaging for both of them.
It is. They've conspired together. So a lot of people seem to be pretty triggered by this. Maybe not, because they can both go back to their tribes and say, oh, look, the other one simped for my guy. Right. So they both walk away winners.
Yeah.
Do you know the story? A very interesting story about the picture they took together in front of a president's portrait?
No.
Oh, really? You didn't see that clip?
No.
So Mandani was super excited because he saw a portrait of Roosevelt, FDR.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump said, yeah, I got the FDR painting out of storage and had it hung here. And it super impressed Mandani because obviously, what, FDR? The New Deal guy, Trump, had the painting pulled out of storage and hung in the White House?
Mm-hmm.
The transformational president. You know, Trump was like, which of these presidents are most famous? Who's this one?
Right.
FDR.
You didn't even know. Who's this guy? He's got a nice little wheelchair. Hot Wheels. Let's get Hot Wheels over here.
Exactly. He's just like, give me the most famous ones and have them sent up. Who are the transformational presidents? Send them up.
Mm-hmm.
But Mandani had a picture taken in front of the portrait, and I immediately thought, oh, I got to tell Sitch this story. Because Sitch loves FDR.
I love FDR is my favorite president, obviously. So
yes. Well, look,
True.
Trump loves FDR too. He hung the portrait up.
I'm liking Trump more and more every day.
There you go.
He's winning me over.
If I can get prices down, it's good for New York, and we've got them down, way down from last year. We have, as you know, I've been saying to a lot of people, Walmart said that Thanksgiving this year is exactly 25% less than last year. So that's good for New York, good for everybody. But I just want to congratulate. I think you're going to have hopefully a really great mayor. The better he does, the happier I am. I will say there's no difference in party. There's no difference in anything. And we're going to be helping him to make everybody's dream come true, having a strong and very safe New York. And congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Look at this. Oh, my goodness. He touched the fascist.
Oh, my God.
How is this happening? Is he going to wash that hand?
He's never going to wash that hand. Okay. I love that hand.
I appreciated the meeting with the president, and as he said, it was a productive meeting focused on a place of shared admiration and love, which is New York City, and the need to deliver affordability to New Yorkers, the 8.5 million.
When he said shared admiration and love, I thought he was talking about Trump. I was like, oh, wow, he's really laying it on. Oh, I guess he's talking about New York City.
And people who call our city their home, who are struggling to afford life in the most expensive city in the United States of America. We spoke about rent, we spoke about groceries, we spoke about utilities, we spoke about the different ways in which people are being pushed out, and I appreciated the time with the president, I appreciated the conversation, I look forward to working together to deliver that affordability for New Yorkers.
Thank you very much. Any questions, please?
President Trump, Stephen Nelson from the New York Post. I had a question for you and then also one for the mayor-elect.
Sure.
For you, you referred to Mr. Mandani as a communist. Can you describe why you feel that way? And also, will you do anything to stop him from arresting Prime Minister Netanyahu if he visits New York?
This is so interesting because Trump has surrounded himself with a bunch of sycophant reporters, but the reporter is obviously asking a question that is super red meat for the Republican base, but he's asking it in such a timid way because he's like very confused by the situation here. He's like, wait, are we going to beat up on this? I thought we invited him here to murder him in public.
It's like the meme. Everybody you see the JoJo meme where they're all like kicking the guy. In the crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, I thought this was
Exactly.
gonna be that. You're right.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But he's like, but my question. How
love
do I
that
ask this totally caustic question in the most innocent way?
Mr. Trump, you called him a dirty, despicable, degenerate communist. What did you mean by that? Also, he said he was going to arrest the prime minister of Israel. Are you going to allow him to do that?
Yeah. You could you could look at his paper and see where he's crossed out dirty,
gosh.
disgusting, degenerate. He's like, I better ask this question a little differently now.
Oh my God.
Well, here goes.
Well, we didn't discuss your second part of the question, and on your first part, I mean, he's got views that are a little out there, but who knows? I mean, we're going to see what works, or he's going to change also. We all change. I changed a lot. From when I first came to office. It's now quite a while ago. It's quite a while. My first term was great. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. We're doing even better now. We're doing much better now than we did even the first term. And I can tell you some of my views have changed. And we had discussions on some things. I'm not going to discuss what they were, but that I feel very confident that he can do a very good job. I think he's going to be. I think he is going to surprise some conservative people, actually, and some very liberal people. He won't surprise them because they already like him.
And Mr. Month,
Oh man, super magnanimous there.
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah. Have you seen this before? Did you watch this?
I saw some of the clips of it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
did see some of the clips of it. It is like, it's like, well, we didn't talk about arresting Benjamin Netanyahu. So I'm not going to address that one.
Well, good for him. But I mean, look,
So funny.
he said he's got some views that are kind of out there, but he's not worried about it.
Well,
This is a huge endorsement right here.
it is an interesting framing. It's weird because I don't think it. I guess it's like nice. The tone is very nice, but I guess it's weird. I guess it seemed nice because he's saying I did this, but usually in politics, that would be perceived through negatively. If you're like, well, yeah, he said a bunch of shit while he was running, but now that he's in office, he'll change. He's really saying he'll moderate his positions. And
He addresses that directly. He addresses that directly in this conversation where he says something to the effect of like, we all say crazy shit during the campaign.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's fascinating because usually that's like, you don't ever want to say that publicly.
Well, this is why people like Trump. This is why Trump has the authenticity badge, is because he does say that stuff that is patently true. And I do look, who doesn't think politicians say wild, crazy shit to get elected and then never follow through on it? So, yeah.
That's a good point. You might as well
everyone believes that. Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. It's weird. I think Trump can get away with it. I'm not sure many other politicians could emulate that necessarily.
Right. Probably because they'd feel uncomfortable saying it. They would cringe a little at saying it. But Trump is just like, yeah, that's how it works.
Right. Yeah, Trump has such a I don't even know how to describe it. He has a very well cultivated vibe that I'm not sure other politicians could manifest.
Right.
It sounds like you had a productive discussion, but just days ago you referred to President Trump as a despot who betrayed the country. You said you'd be his worst nightmare and accused him of having a fascist agenda. Are you planning to retract any of these remarks in order to improve your relationship?
I think both President Trump and I, we are very clear about our positions and our views, and what I really appreciate about the president is that the meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers. And frankly, that is something that could transform the lives of the 8.5 million people who are currently struggling under a cost of living crisis, with 1 in 4 living in poverty. And the meeting came back again and again to what it could look like to lift those New Yorkers out of struggle and start to deliver them a city that they could do more than just struggle to afford it, but actually start to live in it.
And I've been called much worse than a despot, so it's not that insulting. But maybe I think he'll change his mind after we get to working together. Yes, please.